Today, we're exploring the city bite by bite, bringing you an inside look at what's on the menu, like this restaurant on Alamo Street that's serving up wood-fire pizza and wines from around the world.
Plus, bold, rich, and deeply rooted in culture, this spot showcases traditional flavors of Mexico. You're going to want to know what these sandwiches are all about.
Looks tasty, Justin. And how about adding a blueberry vanilla latte to your list of must-tries? We've got the spot for you. On the Menu starts right now.
Welcome back. Well, today's show is loaded with some of the very best food spots you can find across San Antonio.
Yeah, if you're craving a little taste of Italy without having to leave the city, there's a spot serving up flavor and plenty of charm.
I made the trip to Queso Pan y Vino and learned all about their hand-tossed pizzas and more. Well, we're back in the kitchen over here at Queso Pan y Vino, and I'm with Eric. Eric, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, and we're topping off something really good right now. Eric, what are we looking at?
This is our house favorite appetizer. It's going to be called the baked brie. We top it, it's a brie. We put it in the oven for about 5 minutes. Gets really hot, as you can see. We top it off with some house-made bread. It's honey. We're going to do some nuts, some house-made jam that we do here in-house with all of our fruit.
Oh, you're telling me you don't own a freezer at all? Everything is fresh in-house here.
Everything. We do produce bi-weekly, and everything else, dough made freshly on a daily basis. We try to keep everything nice and fresh around here.
Oh, Eric, I wonder if that tastes as good as it smells,
Oh my
man.
God. That's what they tell me, and that's what my kids tell me.
And speaking of, we're going to be making a couple of great dishes here today. What are we going to make? And I know we have some very special chefs with us.
So it's going to be the baked brie. So yes, of course, you're going to be helping us make the pata negra. It's a traditional pizza that comes from Spain. We do it with our jamón serrano, fresh mozzarella, and arugula. And we're going to have our little twins helping us out, my 6-year-old twins. Helping us out with a pizza called Los Cuates. We named it after them because the meat comes from a restaurant we have down the street where we only make al pastor. So it's going to be an al pastor pizza.
Oh, very nice. So how do we get started on these pizzas?
There you go. You're going to help us out with the first one.
Okay, right here.
This is going to be you. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
And then you're going to do the sauce.
And we're going to do a little bit of sauce.
Two scoops.
Two big scoops right here.
Yes, sir.
And the sauce,
Right
like,
in the middle.
kind of what's
Right.
the consistency and the texture of the sauce? Like,
So,
how do you make?
so it's a little different. As you can see, it's not your bright red sauce because we, like I said, we make everything in-house. We roast our tomatoes in our oven for about 2 hours, and then we blend them, put our special season, and then it's ready to go.
Yeah. And then from right here, we throw some
You're
cheese
gonna do
right
your
there.
mozzarella.
Oh, yeah. That's looking really good right there. Beautiful. And then right here, we got some arugula next to it.
Arugula, that one's gonna be after, once I take it out.
Ah, okay.
So we're gonna do the cheese only by itself.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it in there.
I'm gonna let the expert handle that right there.
And we're gonna go right here.
And Eric, we got your boys helping out on a very special pizza right here. What's going on here?
Oh, he's gonna be topping it out with our house-made tomato sauce. I'm helping a little bit so it can come out real nice. This is gonna be Daniel helping us out. Now, Eric, help us out with the cheese. El queso chiquito. Muy bien, muy bien. And then now we're gonna do the cheese. Like I said, this one's a real special pizza. It's named after them. We make all the meat in our sister restaurant down the street. And then we're gonna top it off with some fresh pineapple so it can get nice and cooked in there. Leave it in there for 2-3 minutes. And then we're gonna put the meat, and then we're gonna top it off.
And the pizzas are out the oven, and they look delicious right here. And we're putting some final touches. What are we adding right here?
Hi, how are you doing? So we're gonna be adding the final touches. We're gonna do cilantro on this one. Cilantro. And this one's gonna have arugula and jamón serrano.
This is looking very delicious. And again, if folks want to check out Queso Pan y Vino, Eric, where can they go, sir?
So they can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Google, Yelp, every single social media. We're out there. Check out our reviews. We love our people that help us out with the reviews.
And do you recommend reservations for the weekends and busy times?
Yeah, definitely. Reservations are always a plus. That way you won't be out there waiting. But we do have a very beautiful bar where you can always wait for a nice table, enjoy a cocktail, and we'll be right with you.
Oh, well, that sounds good. Eric, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Justin, I want it all.
Oh, yeah, me too, Christen. But wasn't his boys so cute?
They were so cute. They were so hopeful.
Oh, yeah. They're such great chefs. And not only did I cover the food that they offered, but I also got a chance to shake up some drinks. Let's check it out. And now we're getting busy behind the bar over here at Quesapani Vino, and I got Eric and Carlos helping us out. Guys, good morning. Thanks again.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm going to be doing better when I have some of these drinks in me a little bit. Responsibly, everybody, responsibly.
That's right. That's right.
But what kind of drinks are we going to be making today, Eric?
So it's been a few years, and we've been just getting better and better. And I think the old fashioned is what sells the most here in our house, the backroom bar. So what we're going to be doing today is a variation of the old fashioned with mezcal.
Oh, that sounds great. And how do we get started on that?
Ounce and a half of mezcal. You're going to be helping him out right here. Make it fun. So he's doing ounce and a half of mezcal.
And for those who don't know, can you tell us the difference between a mezcal and a tequila?
So mezcal and tequila. Tequila is very basic. So tequila is going to be steamed in an oven. That way you don't get a lot of that smoky flavor. Over here with the mezcal, you use a lot of the wood that's going to be in the region. You cook it, grind it, and then, man, it just depends.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on what you're doing. Mezcal has about 27 different variations of agaves. Tequila, we only use blue agave.
And very nice. And right there, we added some simple syrup. We added some bitters. And what else did we add right there?
We're going to do the eyes. We're going to do the traditional stir, not shaken. And then we're going to stamp our eyes. And it's ready to go.
Oh, very nice. So we can give it a good
Gotta stir, stir, stir. Don't get tired, you know, make that liquor nice and
is,
cold.
do you stir it like because you don't want it watered down? Like why don't people shake old fashions? I was always curious about that.
So you gotta get the liquor to temperature. That way when it hits the ice, it doesn't actually melt down. When you pour it from here to the ice, it'll be the actual way you'll be tasting. It won't be diluting as much if you would just pour the liquor into the ice.
Yeah. And we had the big cube ice right there, and it helps to not water down your drink, correct?
Exactly.
Giving like the nice little stamp of approval here. And from here we strain. So tasty right there. And of course, it's not an old fashioned. You need some orange zest, right? An orange peel?
Of course. And then we need the traditional cherries.
If I remember correctly, kind of squeeze it a little bit, get some orange. Yeah. There.
Yeah. And then he's gonna wrap it like that, like a little boom. You can do
Let
that.
me see if I can.
Yeah, of course
if
you
I
can.
can moonlight as a
Of course
bartender.
you can. No, we might even call you
Look
a
at that.
day off.
Hey, that's not bad right there. That's looking real good. But I know Carlos got another drink prepared for us. What is he gonna make next?
So we're gonna do a espresso martini. Over the last few months, man, this drink has taken off here and in San Antonio. We definitely sell a bunch of them. People love them. They're great.
So right there is the fresh, espresso made in house.
Fresh brew espresso. We're gonna do a little bit of vodka, a little bit of coffee liqueur.
Oh yeah, that's.
Splash of simple syrup.
Hey, this is definitely gonna wake you up right here.
We're gonna give you a little good ice, a nice shake,
Oh yeah.
and it's gonna come out nice and beautiful.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the bar over here at Quesapani Vino?
Of course, so all of our cocktail menu is gonna be based on what we see around the world, what comes in, what goes out. A lot, like I said, what's trending, whether it's an espresso martini, whether it's bourbon, tequila, and he's about to top it off right here. Look at this beauty, how it comes out.
And what would you say really separates y'all from other cocktail places in town?
Again, we use everything fresh ingredients here, from fresh fruit. We don't have any juices. Everything's made in-house just like in the kitchen. The only freezer we use is gonna be for big cubes and our regular ice.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And if folks want to check y'all out and bar program over here at Quesapani Vino, where can they go, Eric?
Same thing, we can check us out in our Instagram, Facebook, Google, Yelp, everywhere.
Oh, awesome. Hey, appreciate your time, Eric and Carlos. Such lovely drinks. Thank you so much.
Justin, you're becoming quite the mixologist with that orange rind on the glass and everything.
Hey, well, funny you should ask, Kristen. I'm actually going to pick up some shifts after this. But guys, if you want to check out Queso Pan y Vino, they are located at 940 South Alamo Street.
But y'all stick around because coming up, we're giving you a taste of Guadalajara right here in San Antonio. The details on these eats are after the break. Thanks for keeping it on the show. How about igniting your taste buds with some flavors straight from Guadalajara?
Ooh, Kristen, I am intrigued. I know Roma made the trip to Rojo Pork and Bread and whipped up some serious flavors.
Guys, the bolillo is in and we are ready here at Rojo Pork and Bread's newest location. It is a drive-through location on the south side of town, and I want to show you guys what their tortas ahogadas are all about. So let's go meet Chef Jorge. Come on. Chef Jorge Rojo, here is your bolillo that I cut fresh for you so that we can make one of your famous tortas here at your new location. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you for coming. We're very excited with this new project in the south side of the San Antonio area.
Wonderful, great diversity for the community. So it's a drive-through concept like we mentioned, which means that they're gonna get your tortas, but they're still fresh. Everything is freshly made.
Yeah, we wanted to bring the concept that we have had by the airport to the south side of San Antonio, because we started, as you know, in the downtown area. So we had a lot of customers that were trying to reach us over there.
Okay, so let's get started to show the audience here on this side of town, or if they want to come to the side of town, what exactly you make. So the torta ahogada is a Mexican staple, specifically from the region of Guadalajara, right?
Yes.
Where you are from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what goes into it?
Well, we first start with some spread of refried beans, which comes from here.
This is so handy. It's very convenient. The beans are already made in there and ready to go.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It keeps it warm.
Okay.
Then we go with pulled pork.
Wow. Delicious. You want to fill it up nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think your tortas are so popular,
Generous.
you know?
Well, we try to keep every detail perfection.
That makes sense.
So because this is a drive-through concept, everything goes on the side, and because it's a torta ahogada, the sauce goes on the side as well with the hot sauce. And it's ready to go.
Ready to go, but typically it will be drenched in that sauce, which is a tomato base, correct?
Yes, this works more or less like a French dip sandwich. So you have to dip it or drench it, or really saucy and crisp at the same time.
Delicious, but that's not all that you serve here. You also make tacos, crispy tacos, and we're gonna make a pastor taco here
Sure.
right now. Okay?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, chef, so this is a traditional tacos al pastor. What goes into this?
Well, this is a rotisserie pork as well, but it's marinated and passed by the trompo and slice it and stored, ready for service.
Okay, and easy peasy, you just make a taco. You wanna heat up a tortilla real quick?
Sure.
Okay, that's awesome. Is that water you're dipping it in?
Yeah.
And why is that?
That's a little secret in Mexico that we use
Wow.
to rehydrate the tortilla, and that way the water comes through the tortilla as steam and rehydrates it. So the end result is like fresh made tortilla.
Jorge, I grew up in a Mexican household and I had never seen that in my life.
No?
Very cool. No, very, very cool. You also put a little oil after?
No,
No, what was that?
a little bit of lard, but
Wow, to give it
Before.
flavor. Well, thank you. He kind of gave us some secrets, y'all. I love that. Okay, those look delicious. It comes two in an order?
it's one taco, but it's big. It's double tortilla. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
more or less it's like two tacos.
Perfect. And chef, if people want to come out here and get through the drive-through, what do they need to do? Just come on by. How many days a week are you open?
We open every day of the week except on Wednesdays from 11 to 6.
And you're right here on Fair Avenue, right across that Home Depot.
Yes.
Well, I'm ready for my tacos to go, so if you don't mind serving me up, I thank you so much for having us here.
That looks so good. And that salsa, Kristen, chef's kiss.
Flavor explosion for sure. And if y'all want to check out Rojo Express, they're located at 618 Fair Avenue.
But what do you say we wash that down with a blueberry latte, Kristen?
Oh, Justin, you had me at latte. I went behind the espresso machine over at Press Coffee and whipped up just that and more. We're brewing up a storm over at Press Coffee this morning, and I'm joined once again by Dominic Castillo. He is the marketing coordinator and skilled barista over here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Kristen. Thanks for having us again.
Yes, I feel like this is so timely. I know you have so many spring flavors going right now, lots of just different things. So what are we going to be diving into?
So we've got 3 drinks ready for you guys. We're gonna have a strawberry mango matcha that we do every spring and summer. We're gonna have a cold brew topped with cold foam. And then lastly, we're previewing a new drink that we're gonna be releasing next week, the blueberry vanilla latte.
Whoa, I say that we start with the new drink. So where do we begin? I understand that there's probably some espresso since you said latte.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
yeah. So let's start off here. We're gonna have our 20-ounce cup. We're gonna be making this iced for you because it is gonna be warm, obviously. So
Yeah.
we want everybody to try something that's refreshing, that's sweet, a little bit fruity.
Yes, and I like your note about like maybe something that'll help you cool off right now. Obviously, with all the fun that's going on outside, you might want a cool drink.
Absolutely, yeah. The iced drinks, huge seller for us. Everything we're making today, it's gonna be iced.
And then can you just tell me a little bit about your bean and what's roasting over here?
Yeah, we're having our dark roast espresso bean from Cafe Lux. It's called the Montanero roast. It's got notes of dark chocolate in there. Goes really well whenever you have something iced with milk, like a latte.
Do you feel like those dark chocolate notes that they pair well with the blueberry?
I do.
Okay.
The blueberry itself, it's really subtle. It does turn the drink a little bit blue, which is like really fun and colorful. But when we pair it with vanilla, those two combinations just complement the dark chocolate notes really well.
I love that. And so this only has a few more seconds to go, so it's going to be piping hot. But then when it comes to the other parts of the latte, what are we throwing in?
So we actually have a step-by-step process here. First, we're
Okay.
gonna start with the syrup. So we'll have our blueberry syrup here.
And is this something y'all are making in-house?
The blueberry syrup is not. The blueberry syrup is going to be from Tarani brand, one of the best brands of syrups that you can get.
Okay.
However, the vanilla syrup, which we have in-house all the time, it is something that we make ourselves.
Very cool, very cool.
So we'll have our vanilla come together as well. And then I'm just going to grab right behind you.
So I feel like there's definitely probably some sweet notes because you have that vanilla, you have that blueberry going, but
Yes.
then the espresso probably offsets some of that sweetness as well. It's probably a really good balance.
Absolutely. You're so right about that. It's really well balanced. And if anything, I feel like it's refreshing, but it's light at the same time.
Yeah. And just as you're assembling this and putting it together, I want to dive into some of these treats over here as well. Can you just tell our audience a little bit about what we're seeing over here?
Absolutely. We have some awesome pastry vendors that supply these items that you see right here on the counter. We've got Pop-Tarts made from Bakery Lorraine. We've got a gluten-free carrot cake muffin right here from Bakery Lorraine that has a cream cheese filling. And then over on your right are key lime cookies from Bread Box over in Alamo Heights.
All the fresh and fruity flavors. This is looking great. So you're getting ready to top this off right here. This is the shot right here.
Absolutely.
Maybe topping this off.
And you can see how the blueberry gives it this light, like purplish blue hue that really stands out to people. Right now, people want something that stands out so they can also share it with their friends. Looks really appetizing.
Instagram worthy for sure. Yeah,
That
like you
is
said, that's all the rage
absolutely
right
right.
now.
Yeah.
And then speaking of all the rage right now, you mentioned matcha at the top, and I know we
Yes.
have that kind of rolling over here. So you said that this is a flavored matcha, correct?
That is correct. It's going to have 2 flavors actually, strawberry and mango. And this is something that we've done several years in a row now. We bring it back right around this time, and it's just a major hit. It's refreshing. Those flavors go really well with the matcha, and yeah, I would say it's a staple item now.
And so as you're topping that off, can you just tell me a little bit about Press Coffee? It's kind of a vibe over here. I'm seeing t-shirts, lots of eclectic items. It just seems like a nice place to hang.
Yes, I would say so for sure, especially here on the north side because you really don't have too many coffee shops in this area in Castle Hills. That provides a very welcoming, family-friendly environment, but that's also like really hip and has the cool merchandise like you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready. This is the time. It's time to top these off. Would it be okay if I topped off the matcha?
Yeah.
Maybe you put the cold foam on here as well?
That sounds great.
As we're topping these off, for our viewers at home, they're seeing this, they're like, oh my goodness, they're already calling their friends. They want to make their way out here. How can they find Press Coffee and how can they get more information?
So we have two locations. You can find Press Coffee here at the Enclave over off of West Avenue in Castle Hills. That's going to be 11103 West Avenue. You can't miss it. It's in a complex called the Enclave, and it's really just a standout feature here in the neighborhood. So that's this location on the north side, and then we have another location going closer to downtown in Alamo Heights. That is called Press Coffee in the Boardwalk. That's the Boardwalk complex over on Broadway Street.
Well, it sounds like you have everyone covered, all the fruity flavors, all the sweet, all the savory. Thank you so much for your time today, Dominic.
You're very welcome. Thank you again for having us. We love having these segments with you guys.
Oh, Kristen, you know what's funny? I became quite a bartender, but you became quite the barista.
Oh yeah, I've been whipping up so many drinks. I've never made a vanilla blueberry latte, and I drink a lot of coffee. Definitely recommend. But
Delicious.
but if y'all want to check out Press Coffee at the Enclave, they're located at 11103 West Avenue, Suite 302.
But when we return, we're checking out Raider Red Meats and how they give back to college students. Recom Tech. Welcome back to On the Menu. The rodeo may have come and gone, but there's one spot that is keeping that Western spirit alive. I got to check out Raider Red Meats, where it's not about great cuts, it's about the science behind them. Do you know who holds the most national championships in any sport out there? It is not Alabama in football, it is not Duke in basketball, it is actually the Texas Tech meat judging team with over 20 national championships. I'm here with Sir Loin, and I'm gonna learn more about Red Raider Meats and everything they have going on. Come on. Well, I'm happy to be back over here at the SA Rodeo with Maddie with Red Raider Meats. Maddie, good morning, thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. Thank you for being here and getting to learn about all of what we do at Raider Red Meats.
Oh yeah, hey, and I'm a proud alum, but Maddie, for those who don't know, can you tell us about Red Raider Meats over here at the rodeo?
Yeah, of course. So Texas Tech puts on an education booth with the meat science department, and another part of it is the Raider Red Meats booth. And over here, we are making all types of good treats for the fair. And so if you need something that you need all quick on the go, I mean, we have pepper jerky, we have snack sticks, and then we also have some amazing food.
Hey, that sounds so delicious, but I want you to put me to work. So what are we gonna make first?
I think first we're gonna start with our sausage wrap. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up here. We're gonna see our sausage that our students have been making out back.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna get a tortilla
I'll grab
first.
you the tortilla right here.
We're famous for throwing those up in Lubbock, so it's a good thing we have them here.
It's different here. Yeah, it's different not seeing them in the stands. You gotta bite a hole in them, right? That's the trick a little bit. Okay,
Right.
and then we'll grab one of these sausages right here. Perfect. And can you tell me about the sausage a little bit? Does it come from a special place, or?
It actually comes from Raider Red Meats, and it's a jalapeno sausage, and so it's gonna be a little bit of a kick to it, but overall it's gonna be really good. And so what we're gonna do
A
is
special technique to wrap this right here?
not really. It's more of just wrapping it up, and then we'd wrap it up in the
Oh
foil.
yeah, let me see if I remember this. Yeah, I used to work at a restaurant. That's not too bad right there.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Perfect, and what's next?
All right, next I think we're gonna make a pulled pork sandwich.
Okay, well I'm gonna leave that to the expert over here, Maddie.
All right, and so we're gonna get a bun, and we're gonna open that up, and then we're gonna get 2 scoops of pulled pork.
of pulled pork. So while you're doing that, you were talking about like the proceeds out here for Red Raider Meats. They go to a good cause, correct?
Yes, sir. So the proceeds will go, part of it will go to us, and so Raider Red Meats does a really good job of helping our students. We're 90% student ran, and so that means that from start to finish, we have students working in the back, processing, fabricating, packaging, and doing all the things that would normally happen in a store.
yeah.
And that's gonna it's gonna go towards judging teams and scholarships, and then of course, so that goes to that, and then the other part goes to San Antonio Livestock Show scholarships, and so making sure that pretty much all the students from young elementary school students, middle school, high school, all the way up to collegiate students are all getting some sort of benefit from, Raider Red Meats and Texas Tech University and San Antonio Rodeo.
Oh, that is awesome. And finally, last but not least, your most popular item. What's this right here?
All right, so we're gonna make our white cheddar pulled pork mac and cheese. And we're gonna do a scoop of mac and cheese first. All right, and then we're gonna give a scoop of pulled pork. All right, and go back to the mac and cheese.
Yeah, gotta layer it. Yeah. Maddie, look at this. And it's such a great portion. And Maddie, if people want to support Red Raider Meats, where can they go, ma'am?
So they can go online and they can go to our online store, and pretty much from there we can ship all over the U.S. And they can get all of our products, and that can be our sausage, our snack sticks, and so they can go online and find out there.
Yeah. And Maddie, and you're here all throughout the rodeo, correct?
Yes, Texas Tech, Raider Red Meats, all here throughout the rodeo.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Maddie, so much. We
Yes,
appreciate your
thank
time
you.
and welcome.
Welcome, Justin. That mac and cheese looks so tasty, and I love that all of this is for a good cause.
Absolutely, Kristen. Us Red Raiders, we love our meats. And to order Raider Red Meats, you can head over to the Texas Tech University website.
All right, everyone, from colorful lattes to flavors straight from Guadalajara, there's no doubt today has been quite the flavor journey.
Thanks for joining us on our culinary trip around to Alamo City, and be sure to stay tuned for what's next on the menu.